Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial I will explain how to use the message nodes, how to append a message to an existing message, how to replace an existing message, and how to format text with Markdown notation. I placed a create message node. The following will happen when you enter something in the chat. The flow will execute and the create message node will output the entered text in the chat. Also, the node outputs the ID of the message. When nothing is entered in the text field, you will see some default rotating processing messages in the chat. And here you see the text rotating, connecting, processing, assembling. I enter some text, thinking, and now the chat will only display thinking in the chat. Thinking. You can append text to an existing message with the append message node. You connect the message ID from the create message node to the message ID from the append message node. And enter some text you want to append. And now in the chat you see both text appended. Thinking from this node, about you from the other node. Paste it together. Now I connect the output of the LLM to the content port. The LLM causes a little delay. This way you can see how the appending is happening. Hello. First see thinking, and after that you see about you appended after the message. And the delay you saw it happening. Instead of appending text, you can also replace the message with another text. For this we use the edit message node. You connect the message ID from the create message node to the message ID from the edit message node. And enter some text you want to replace. And now in the chat, I enter hello. Yeah, sometimes there's something wrong in the demo chat. This when I minimize it, open it again, you see the real text that's appearing. But you see that the text thinking is replaced by still thinking. Now I connect the LLM to the port. This way we get a delay. Hopefully the chat will do it the right way. Hello. First you're thinking, and after that you see the text what I want to replace with. And now I'm gonna show you some Markdown syntax you can use in your responses. To use headings like the H1 to H6 from HTML, you can use hash following by a space and the text you want to see for the heading. One hash for H1, two hashes for H2, etc. When I enter something, you see the different headings. This way you can style your message in a nice way. You can also make an ordered list by using the number dot notation. following with a space and the item text you want to show, like here. For nested items, follow that item with 4 spaces. This way it will recognize it as a nested item, like this. If you want also that nested, put 8 spaces and make another item to be 1, for example. I say hello. You see an ordered list of items. For an unordered list, you use a minus sign following by a space and the item text you want to show. Also here you use 4 spaces for nested items. Say hello. And you see an unordered list of items. You can also show a horizontal line. In this example, I made a header, a horizontal line. After that, you see a line and then some text. Hello. And now you see after the horizontal line, you see a line and after that some text. You can also create links in your message. The text you want to show as link between square brackets. After that, start with a round bracket the URL you want to go, and eventually you can create a tooltip by entering a space and enter the tooltip text between double quotes and end with a round bracket. And when I enter hello, you see the link is created. When you hover over it, you see the tooltip main page, and when I click on it, it's opening the ArchAI webpage. You can also show images in your messages. It looks like the link notation, but it starts with an exclamation mark. This first one. As first, the text you want to see if the image is not available. The URL to the image, I used the default agent image and the tooltip agent logo. When I enter hello, you will see the image. When I hover over it, you see also the tooltip. Also, in the documentation of ArchAI, you can make use of this text here, Markdown component suggestions, to create a list of buttons. And when you choose one of the buttons, that text will send as a message to your agent. When you check the text from these values, you can create some routes to do something. That's very nice. I will show you. I took that example. I want 2 buttons. One is option 1 with the value option 1. Second button option 2 with the value option 2. When I put something in the chat, the new message node will trigger. I send it to a switch. This when you first time entered something and it's not one of these texts, it goes to the default and shows you the 2 buttons. After you click on one of the buttons, that value is sent to the chat. It triggers again the all new message node, checks if the option, the button you clicked, the option 1 for example, is clicked, and will show you choose option 1, and for option 2 you choose option 2. This way you can create a certain menu to do stuff. We're gonna test this one. Hello. It shows you the 2 buttons. I choose option 1 and it gives an answer. You choose option 2 of option 1. Again, option 2, and it gives you option 2. If I put something else, hello again, it shows the options. It's also possible after doing the part that it shows the menu again. That's all up to you. But for this example, it showcases how nice you can use this functionality. Now we are at the end of this tutorial. For some documentation about Markdown syntaxes and also this Markdown component suggestions, you can go to the Gitbook of ArchAI. Also Google Markdown syntaxes for more information. This only shows at the moment how to show images, but the other syntaxes you can find on other web pages. I found a web page, basic syntax, Markdown code, and it shows some examples. So this way you can learn it yourself. Yeah, thank you for watching. Until next time.